I got two.
All
I
right.
got two. I ran today. I actually had three, but I took one already. Besides the energy one.
Was that the one that you took
Actually,
after
shit. I think I
you
got.
did soccer?
Hold on. You know what? I left one downstairs. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, while he's gone, today's shirt is Jay White. Why Jay White, you ask? Well, in a little bit, we're going to get into the news and rumors, and you're going to hear why I'm wearing a Jay White shirt and why AEW just got a little bit more exciting. And I'm drinking a Bloody Mary, if anybody ever was curious. I don't think I ever brought that up every single episode. But, yeah. Got a lot of news and rumors here, so. I think he's still exhausted from playing soccer against his kid earlier.
All right. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I forgot
I
one.
talked through it.
All right. Good. Yeah, I forgot one. I don't know what's wrong with this, but yeah, I forgot one that I wanted just in case. So, but I got three total if I need to.
All right. Well, let's do a shot then to start the show.
All right. What are you doing? Well, what do you got? Maybe just start with that.
Well, you remember last week how well I took that tequila shot? Well, my friends at MGM decided to pick the sister of the other shot that I took. And Jaden picked Taka Fruit Punch flavored vodka. I don't think I'm gonna like either of them.
Good. Well, I went to see my homie today, and I grabbed a couple buzz balls just to have those. So I grabbed like peach balls, and then one I haven't had before, grapes gone wild.
Ooh, I wonder if that would be good.
I just like the name, so we went with that one. And then apple pie, because it's that time of year. It's fall, y'all. So it's the time of year that we used to get apple pie up. I mean, you remember up there in the North Woods, apple pie was like as soon as football season started, people were handing out apple pie in jars.
Apple pie is freaking everywhere in Wisconsin.
Yeah, so I haven't had it in a very long time, and it's something that I actually wanted to try to make someday. So I figured we'll
I don't think it's very hard because my uncle makes it.
Yeah, it can't be. I mean, the people that I knew made it were not that intelligent, so it cannot be that hard. So yeah, no. So I got these three to choose from. So we'll just see how the day goes.
Yeah, I might have to pick the other one because I am struggling like a.
Oh, I thought we were pre-opening those.
Yeah. Well, I forgot to this time. I got it. I just had to get angry.
Oh yeah, we're doing one. Yeah, I'll start with the apple pie. We'll make my decision come down to the buzz balls. So.
Ooh, this smells really good.
I'm not gonna smell it. This one, there was a lot of people I talked to this over the last week. I talked to Jesse Bertram the other day. I talked to a few other people from like up there, and so got me missing home. So
yeah, I feel you.
All right, here we go.
The group chat went wild all weekend too. That was fun.
I did Do Not Disturb today because I about crashed out last week. So that was almost my last week in the group chat after that. So I did Do Not Disturb. All right, here we go. That's pretty good.
Well, fucking. Ooh.
It's always so warm.
It's I like it at first, and then I don't like it anymore.
I bought this 30 minutes ago. I think I went out over there, and I got back at like 2:30, maybe almost an hour now, and it was in the fridge when I got there, and I just had it, and it tastes warm. That is the weirdest phenomenon for a drink.
It's warm.
Yeah, always. Like that's like if you're gonna go trick or treating, if you're gonna go to homecoming games, if you're gonna go to if you're gonna go frisbee golfing in the fall, you need some apple pie. You do that apple pie, you're gonna be nice and warm. Get you right through it.
Oh, So before we get into the news and rumors, I'm gonna turn this. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I
Yep.
got an Undertaker figure of the WWE Legends series on discount, $7,
Wow.
brand new mint on
Wow.
card. So
That's
that was
crazy.
my lucky find for the week.
That's crazy. That's a good find. That's a
Seven
good find.
bucks.
Yeah.
That's like
No, no,
that's like
that's
2004 prices.
true. True. Oh, are we opening? All right, hold on.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're cracking into it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get going.
All right. So this first story that I got here, because you're more politics smart than I am, so
I wouldn't
I'm gonna
go that
read.
far, but
Fucking everybody's smarter than me at politics, so trust me, you got this. Can you explain to me what this means? Because I don't get it.
I have a
All right.
feeling that whatever we're about to talk about, I'm not going to want to. But that's okay. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll try.
All
I'll
right.
do what I can. But I've taken a very hard stance recently, like with the making of the shirts and all this other stuff, that I'm not doing any political stuff. It's just not good for your health. So, but let's see what this is.
Yeah, I just need to make heads or tails because I don't understand. But
Yeah.
there's been some criticism of Triple H regarding his political priorities, says the Wrestling Observer newsletter, pointing to his U.S. politics as opposed to within pro wrestling. He's apparently missed some TV dates, though they were known in advance. There are also those close to him and others near the top who say his attempt at becoming the Dana White of WWE has not hurt the product in any way. So what Dana White's in politics?
Well, Dana White is a very known uh, Trump supporter, right? And
Okay.
I think that people a lot of times are having a hard time separating uh, Trump, the businessman and man and person who he was before he got into politics, and Trump, the president,
Yeah.
and his policies and who he is now. Again, like I said, I've worked very hard to like not be that person when it comes to the wrestling world. Like my wrestling Twitter, I blocked every political thing I could possibly think of
Oh yeah. No.
because I don't
Me
want to
too.
see it. I don't want to see it anymore. But I think people are having a very hard time these days, and understandably so, separating business from politics. Mostly because the most visible businessman in most of our lifetime, Trump, uh, is the head of politics right now. He's the
Right.
president, so it's hard to separate the two. And Dana White has been very outspoken about his support for him.
Yep.
Obviously, the McMahons have been very outspoken in their support of him. Linda McMahon is the Secretary of Education right now. Um, I have never heard. I have never heard, and somebody can correct me, and that's fine. I've never heard Triple H say one way or the other what he supports or what he doesn't support. I do know that he is the face of a multi-billion dollar company, and getting this president on your bad side when you are the face of a multi-billion dollar company is a very bad idea. So, because this president is very vengeful, this president will, use whatever he can to make sure that the people he perceives as his enemies pay for it. And so, I can't really blame Triple H for cozying up to wherever he needs to cozy up. I'm a firm believer that I want my entertainment and my politics and my everything separate. I like to silo
Yeah.
things. I'm not saying that
So
I'm not political. It's what I went to
so
school for originally.
the
So
criticism that's coming from inside the company, that's because he's doing the political stuff instead of being there and
right.
helping with the show. That's what it's about then, right?
It Look, there's only criticism when he's doing the stuff that you don't want him to do.
Yeah.
That's just really what it is. If I look at some of these people like a Sami Zayn who's been very outspoken on his support for Palestine and Muslims. He's a Muslim man. I don't want to say it wrong, but I know he's Muslim. And so you know if he was doing things and supporting somebody who also supported what he liked, I bet you wouldn't hear anything. It's hard to say. The only
Yeah.
time there's complaints is when the person is doing something that you don't agree with. And so, yeah, I don't look too much into it. I say, here's where I will start to have an issue, right? If decisions that are made within WWE and TKO and things like that creatively are made based on a political stance, then we have a problem, right?
Yeah.
And because here's what I mean, you even look at Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon is was rough, right? We all know that Vince McMahon was a rough dude who had really rough morals and really rough stuff, but he would go wherever the wind blew. His storylines range from wildly offensive to wildly progressive. It just all depended on what he
True.
perceived the 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 people wanted, right? And so if he had a bunch of people who were saying like, "Hey, maybe don't say the N word," then he stopped. You know what I mean? Then he didn't do that, and he went way the other way. And so it's just he. These people are businessmen. The only color that I truly believe these people care about is green. I don't think Triple H gives a damn whether you're white, black, Puerto Rican, or Asian. I don't think he cares. I don't think Nick Khan or TKO or Dana White, like, I don't think these people care what race you are. I don't think they care what political background you have. They care about, can you make me money? If you can make me money, then we're going to do it. And right now, the person that is making people the most money is the president of the United States. So, um, you know,
Okay.
when we have a different administration, and I say that because there's been people talking about us not having a different administration and him running for a third term. But when there's turnover, if we see pushback from WWE or something based on that turnover, then I'm going to have a problem with it because now you're
Mhm.
really making your political leanings bleed into your business
Yeah.
acumen. But I will not have a problem with it until I see there being a clear difference between how they act during one administration versus the other.
Okay.
Right now, I just see them trying to get money. So,
So this kind of piggybacks onto it, and it's per the Observer, and we all know Dave Meltzer's a genius. So
yeah.
uh, those at the top in WWE have bragged that the White House itself took their own storyline inspiration from WWE talent. More specifically, a White House press office official texted a major WWE official during the height of the Epstein Files scandal. This led to Triple H telling people in WWE that Paul Heyman's remarks defending Brock Lesnar's return to WWE were part of the inspiration for the Trump administration response to the scandal.
Whatever. What- I mean,
Where is he coming up
yeah.
with this?
I just, and I'll make this quick, but I'll just say, if I was ever gonna need to spin something, if I was ever gonna need to like have a situation and I gotta spin it, I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at something Paul Heyman said because that dude's the master of spin and he's a great orator. So, whatever. That is, I mean,
right.
you should listen to Paul Heyman.
During a talk with the Sportster, Bam Margera hinted that he could make an appearance in AEW alongside his friend Darby Allin at some point in the near future. So I got
Okay.
excited. I was a Jackass fan growing up, and I watched
Jo-
Viva La Bam and what was it? Bam's
Johnny Knoxville.
Unholy. Yeah,
Johnny Knoxville was
Knoxville
in
did great with
WWE. He
Stevie.
did. It was fun. It was fun when he was
Yeah,
in WWE. That was cool.
but
Bam
it's
Margera is awesome.
it to me because I Bam was also asked, "Would you do Jackass 5 if they did it?" And he said, "No, no way."
Yeah.
So I
I
wonder what he is willing to put his body through for an
look,
appearance. You know what I mean?
those dudes were grown men when we were kids watching them, and so they're growner men now. Like, let them
Yeah.
live, man. Let 'em- I can promise you that anything Jungle Boy could cook up for for Bam Margera would be less than what Johnny Knoxville cooked up for him. So he'd probably use real glass and be okay with it.
All right. Fightful Select notes that WWE is keeping Seth Rollins' injury status under wraps, but he was widely credited for finishing the remainder of the Cody Rhodes match despite being hurt. Having said that, some people believe the fact that he was cleared for the Vision Turn segment on Raw this last week could be a really good sign.
Listen,
More from
I had a
Fightful.
dream.
Yep.
I had a dream the other night that Seth Rollins like did another swerve, and Marissa and I were talking about it, and I was like, that can't happen.
It would be a
Like that
detriment.
man, he cannot do another one. Like I think he's
No.
actually injured. I think he'll be out for
I
a while. I
well
don't see any other
rewatch
reason
that
for this.
clip. Rewatch the clip where he got hurt. You can't fake
Oh no,
that.
no, I saw it. No, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
he
nasty.
looks for real hurt. And I don't think you can not this close, not this close to the last one. Um, I am sick of seeing all these like Vision 6-man people teams that keep coming out and all this other stuff. I'm getting a little frustrated by it, but I try not to respond to all of them.
Yeah, I get it. More from Fightful. The Vision turn was hinted at being a heavy creative shift, and original plans didn't call for this to happen until 2026. Other plans that appear to have changed now based upon this are War Games matches, which were rumored to be the Vision versus the Bloodline, which makes no sense. Dave Meltzer, you're an idiot. And
No.
what else was it? Yeah, the War Games, the Survivor Series, it's been completely changed now because of the injury to Seth,
You,
allegedly. I still don't think. I don't. I think it was always going to be the Wyatt Six versus the Bloodline. I don't know where this
do you
division versus
have?
Bloodline.
Is there anything else on that? Is there any other rumors on that Wyatt Six Bloodline thing?
Uh, no, for this,
No.
I didn't. I didn't really find too much about Seth Rollins. They're really
That
keeping it really tight.
that that's the most like captivating thing in wrestling right now for me is
Seth?
that matchup because here's the issue. The Bloodline has what 5 male members.
Yep.
The Wyatt Six has 4. So if we're gonna get this for War Games, which I so hope we do, and I really hope they don't make it some ridiculous, Mountain Dew dark match where we have to watch a bunch of theatrics. Like, let it be just let these guys cook. But if we get this, are we going 4-on-4 and Solo sitting out, or is Wyatt Six getting another member or
I
somebody to
think they
help
get
them?
a. I think they get another member, at least a
I
temp
hope.
member.
Yeah, I hope they get somebody that can and then I would ask you who, just off the top of your head, I'm just dropping this on you. Who do you think that person could be? I haven't thought about it yet. So, um, who do you think that person?
Hmm.
Who could they add? Who could they fold into the Wyatt Six where it makes sense?
Alistair Black.
God, that'd be good. But he's just started that program with his wife. You know,
They could
that's
mesh
all.
them into each other.
That'd be good. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like that. There's just no history there. I'm hoping somewhere with some history. I don't even know though. I really don't know. I don't know who. I mean,
I mean, he's
the
the only
the
other
the
spooky guy.
the obvious answer to me, and I'm sick of them saying it all over the place, 'cause obviously he's not coming back, would be Edge. Edge would have been a really cool one if he was coming back. But
Yeah, Edge
if he's
would
not
fit.
come, if he's
In
not
those
coming
roles.
back to fight Cena, he's not coming back for that. But
No.
I'm just saying, that would have been really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder who, because you got Bo Dallas. I just Braun Strowman would be the other one. Braun would be the one that I'd be
Yeah,
like, man,
Braun.
that'd be great.
That. I mean, the fact that WWE is letting him keep his name to do that food channel or that
They're
food show on
producing it, aren't
USA,
they? Are they
I
producing
think
that?
so. They have their hands
Yeah,
in it because he's not doing it as Adam Shear. He's doing it as Braun
yeah.
Strowman. So what if Braun does a one-off match
Because
as
they
part of the
talked about
original?
this when he was gone, right? They said that he was going to do stuff outside of the ring and then maybe occasionally do things in the ring. This would be a really good opportunity for him to have one match, be protected, because with everything else going on, you don't have to be amazing. You can hide in the corner for a while if he gets blown up, but be protected. Braun Strowman would be fun. He'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be the best fit out of anybody.
He he'd even up against Tala Tonga, because Tala's huge. I know Redbeard's in there, but he would even that up.
Yeah, he would. Well, did you see
Yeah,
how big? It's who just came
Tama,
back? Tama.
Tama.
Did you see how thick he
Yeah, he's
got?
huge. He's huge. Yeah, yeah. He took that AJ Styles workout plan. That's what he did.
Yeah, he did. Definitely
Full
doing
of
some
antibiotics.
testosterone replacement therapy and stuff, man.
2 parts anabolics, 1 part testosterone is what he took. That dude, because that man's in his 40s and he came back
Oh yeah,
huge.
he's like 45,
Yeah,
46.
he's massive, massive.
Dave Meltzer noted on the Wrestling Observer Radio that WWE did indeed plan to have Seth Rollins wrestle Roman Reigns at WrestleMania next year. He also said there was a plan for a World Heavyweight Championship match against CM Punk at the next Saturday night's main event. So
Mm.
I'll give Dave this one. He's definitely right about the Punk thing because Punk won the number one contenders match, and so yeah, that makes sense. I don't see
Yeah,
where Roman and Seth, like, yeah, okay, they have all that history, but they haven't been in each other's way.
Roman cannot. Somebody made this. I saw it on a Facebook post, and normally those are bullshit, but somebody made a really good point. Like Roman can't go after the WWE Championship because that would be a downgrade. They created that championship because of him. So,
Mm-hmm.
like he has to Universal or nothing for him. Otherwise, you can't just for cohesiveness. But I was grumpy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. When CM Punk won that, I was like, how many times are you gonna make this guy lose? Because they were like, oh, he's the number one contender for I'm assuming Survivor Series. Was that when they were or Saturday Night Main Event?
Saturday
I'm
night's
like,
main
you're not
event.
gonna give this man the title on Saturday Night Main Event. Like, I was pretty grumpy about that, especially when Elimination Chamber is in Chicago. You're gonna tell me you're gonna give this man the title before Elimination Chamber in Chicago? Come on, come on. So yeah, I was pretty grumpy with that, but now knowing what I know, and them, they're. Did I see correctly? I'm sure you may have rumors about it, and just shut me up if you do. But are they making LA Knight versus CM Punk for the interim title or for the title?
That was what I was posting on Twitter. I said, I'm assuming this is what's going to happen, but no word from it yet.
There's
Because
nothing. Okay,
Seth
yeah,
hasn't been stripped yet. We'll find out Monday, I'm assuming.
okay, all right.
Um, but you're going to love this one because I got excited. Bodyslam.net claims Def Rebel, who produces music for WWE, is on their last contract with WWE. Uh, though it's unclear when the contract is supposed to end, it is
Yeah,
ending and they're not going to re-sign them. So this Def Rebel garbage shit music
yeah. Good riddance.
going to
Good
be gone.
riddance. Yeah.
I still don't think they should have ever gotten rid of Johnson. So
I don't know the details of it, but yeah, Jeff Rebel's trash. That's what I do know.
Per PW Insider, Rey Mysterio is expected to be at the Performance Center this week in the next step of his recovery from injury. He's expected back relatively soon on TV.
That man better be just like on TV as like a manager role. Hang it up, my man. Hang it up.
Yeah,
All right. You know, you've had a very, very good career, and that pains me to say. Hang it up. Let him go.
all right. Here's one that's kind of been a big deal right now. AEW sources told Fightful Select that Andrade's sudden absence affected creative plans for both Dynamite and the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view. However, it sounds like there isn't any heat on Andrade for the current situation regarding WWE's non-compete clause. The plan is still for him to work in AEW when the matter is resolved, and for whatever it's worth, they heard that Andrade has a very good lawyer. So if you don't know, it just came out a couple days ago that WWE's non-compete clause is no longer 90 days; it's a fucking year.
I mean, yeah, which is crazy if that's true. Yeah, a good lawyer or not, if you signed a contract, you signed a contract. I mean, unless they can prove that it's an unfair contract, I don't see anything changing in that. And I think a non-compete for a year is unfair. It's stupid. But if that is the case, but I don't know. I mean, you sign a contract, you sign a contract. So
Yeah, but that's
um,
that's insane. You're basically
it
saying, "Hey,
is.
you're not going to
Yeah.
make money for a year. I hope you had a good savings account."
So is 30% interest rates, but people get new credit cards every day. So it's like, I mean, it's an absolute insane idea, but you do it. You do it when you got to do it. I mean, I don't know. Do you have a car loan? I mean, some people are paying,
Oh yeah,
on
yeah. I
their
got loans.
on their
I
car
got
loans.
loans.
They're paying 15-20% on their car loans. I mean, but you got to do what you got to do. So if Andrade really wanted to be with WWE, He may have signed a contract that said I can't compete with anybody else for a year, and in his head he thought he was going to be there, so it didn't matter. But whew, that would suck
Um,
though. That's a shitty contract if that's
it
the
is.
case.
It's
That
shitty, and
sucks.
apparently, from what I was hearing, that's the new regular now in everybody's
Yeah, that's
contract.
crazy. That's
It's not.
crazy.
It's not right.
I would never sign that. I'm telling you right now, if I was any agent that allows their athlete to sign that contract is failing their athlete because that's crazy.
I wonder if it has something to do with like you can't compete for a year if you get fired. Like if you break like our rules and like this is your punishment. Like
I
because look at the 90-day thing has been happening still though for some of these people and they've been getting
yeah,
away with it. Either
well,
that or WWE just hasn't been enforcing that year.
or those people sign their contracts well before because Andrade hasn't been with the company but for a year. So I
Yep.
mean, most of those people who are expiring, their contracts were signed well before that. So this may be something new since the merger that they're doing, but it's still that's still insane. If that's the case, that could be what sinks WWE because
Yeah. No,
they're
I
gonna have
agree.
their top stars and that's it. They're not gonna have anybody to fill mid or low cards. So
Some more genius from the Lord and Savior himself, Dave Meltzer. Someone in WWE told Meltzer, no, they didn't. There is a plan for how to handle AJ Styles' retirement in 2026. The plan is not fully locked in yet, but the idea is that we're going to do something. This is the most. I had to write this down just so I could shit on him. Like, no shit, Dave. No shit.
yeah, I mean, look, AJ Styles deserves a. I mean, honestly, not much less than what Cena deserves. AJ
Oh, yeah.
obviously not big, not as big for WWE, but he was huge for TNA and he was huge for New Japan. So, um, my problem and what I think will be an issue for these guys is they're going to have to open quite a few forbidden doors to actually do this justice, and I don't see that happening. So I see it being a letdown. You know,
It'll just
he's
be
gonna
a greatest hits of who he wrestled in WWE.
in WWE. Like
Yeah.
that's the problem. Is it's going to be only WWE and a few TNA guys, but New Japan they work too closely with AEW and all these other ones. I don't see this going well for true legit AJ Style fans. And I'm no expert on his career, but I just do not see this going well. So
All right. And this week was just full of like injuries.
yeah,
Here's
this whole everything right now with these injuries are crazy. So
here's one that I don't know if you heard about or not, but F4W Online's Brian Alvarez, he is a reliable source, sir, mentioned that Roosh suffered a dislocated elbow towards the end of his match on this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. And he put his elbow back in before returning to the ring to do a post match attack on Samoa Joe.
that's
So
is that Andrade's brother, Roosh?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
I don't know if they're related or not.
I'm pretty sure that Roosh is Andre. He's one of those guys' brothers. He's somebody. Hold on, I'm just gonna check this
Yeah.
real quick.
Either way, like thinking about Roosh low, fixing a dislocated elbow on himself, or like a couple years ago when Buddy Matthews dislocated his shoulder and popped it back in that ladder match against I think it was Andrade.
Hmm.
Uh,
Uh,
dude,
yeah, Dragon Lee's brother.
Dragon Lee's brother. Okay, I did not. I
Yeah,
didn't know that. That's huh.
I knew he was somebody's brother. I just couldn't. That's crazy. I for sure thought it was like Andrade, but yeah, no, that's badass. I mean, that's to do that again. I've always said I'm a big workers' rights guy. So
Yeah,
it's like, I don't think you should have to do that, but for him to pop his shoulder back in place and get in there, that's badass. But it sucks that he felt he had to do that.
I
So
know it. And then to top it off, Meltzer says it's possible that Kota Ibushi won't be able to make it back to wrestle ever again. After doctors
wow,
said he'll be out of action for the next 2 years due to a broken femur. I don't know if you saw that injury, but it was grotesque.
I
It's all
didn't.
over YouTube.
My buddy and I were talking actually the other day about how I've seen that whole like Charlie Kirk shooting 48,000 times on my
Yeah,
timeline, but I have yet to see. I have yet to see Xavier Worthy's injury. Was it Xavier Worthy? No, Tyreek Hill's injury or Coda's injury anywhere. And it's just crazy to me how the internet works. Like, I'm happy to not see those injuries because I get real queasy during that stuff. But like, it's wild how the internet works. I have not seen
Oh,
either
yeah.
of those injuries pop up anywhere on my timelines, anywhere at all. So it's
To
wild.
add to it, Dave Meltzer claims that AEW originally planned to book Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi in a tag match together at Wrestle Dream, most likely against Hitchhiker. I don't know the name. Hitchhikiro and Josh. I don't know, some dude and Josh Alexander of the Don Callis family. Those plans went away when Ibushi suffered the broken femur. So there was plans to bring the Golden Lovers back together, and it's. I think he's done. Dude, he's already old. He's in his like late 40s. 2 years off and all the rehab. He's done. He there? There you go.
Hey, can you hear
You
me?
you
All
were
right. I
gone.
say I lost you. I lost you for a minute, but we're good. I got the gist of what you were saying there. But I
Okay. Yeah.
lost you for a second.
I think he's done. I think he's done.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's again. I was looking up. I was just looking him up. How old is he? He's an older guy too, isn't he?
Yeah, I said he's in his late 40s already. So, like I
He's in
said,
his
2
40s.
years
Yeah.
just to heal from the injury, and then on top of that, add another year for therapy and everything else to try and get your muscles back. Could be 50. Like
That's
this
rough.
is
Yeah,
probably it.
that's rough. All
Um,
right.
During a call with the media on Thursday, AEW President Tony Khan hinted that there could be two blood and guts matches this year, one for the women and one for the men.
Well, I mean, again, I give credit where credit's due. He's starting to listen, man. He's got some good women on his roster, so he should maybe bring the CEO Mercedes Monet back in from collecting belts from every region in the
Oh my
world
god, dude, she
and let
won
her
another.
wrestle on real
She's at
TV for a
11
while.
belts now.
11, yeah, it's I'm over it. Like I'm
Oh, I
over
know.
the whole.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
I don't get
So
it.
make her earn some cred again. It's just dumb. You just and how are you? So my question is with her really quick. Is she gonna lose now? Is she got to lose 11 belts, or what are we gonna do? You know,
She gonna
because
vacate him at
you're.
some point?
I just you took all these belts, and now what's gonna happen? You know. So I don't know. I'm over it. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm not.
if he does some more women matches, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not down with it. The reason I'm wearing this shirt today, my Jay White
Hmm.
shirt. There's a lot of speculation that Jay White will return to AEW soon after he posted "ready" on his X account following several months of no activity there.
Yeah. Jay White's pretty badass. Badass.
Yeah, dude, Switchblade, he's the best. Um, According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, has discussed the idea of John Cena beating Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, the only belt he's never won, at Survivor Series, and then defending it against Gunther in a final match of his career at Saturday Night's main event in December. I still don't want it to be Gunther. I don't want it to be Gunther.
I don't think it needs to be Gunther. I would much rather have. I'm fine with him getting that title. But
Yeah,
I would prefer him drop it to Sheamus. But
yeah, yeah. Oh God, wouldn't that be poetic? The
hmm
one belt they
I
both
think,
have never gotten. That would be.
yeah, I think it'd be awesome, and they could finally give Sheamus the flowers that guy deserves. Because,
God, has he ever
um,
deserved flowers? He's one of my all-time favorites.
yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Gunther. I love him, and I think
Yeah,
it's
I do too. But
time
there's
for him
no
to come
story
back.
here.
But
There's no history.
there's no reason. Yeah, there's no
Yes.
other than the fact that he's like, and I talk about it if we end up getting to our list later. Like I talk about Gunther a little bit, but like the guy, he doesn't need this. He doesn't. He needs Cody. Cody and him need to do their thing over and over and over and over again. But he doesn't need John.
Yeah, we're gonna make that list. By the way, I only have a few more stories. All right. Now this one made me like I would say as close to being rabid, like having
Hmm.
rabies. And I felt foam in the sides of my mouth. Anger. One notes that the person who is managing WWE's AI creative storytelling, Cyrus Kosiri, is also there to be a liaison to the White House as Paul Levesque is taking on more duties in politics in some form. WWE is using AI storytelling.
Yeah, I do
No.
have a problem with the White House situation in this scenario, right? I do. I don't like that. But I feel differently. You and Aloha, when you guys are talking about AI, I feel very differently about AI. Minus the fact that it does take up a lot of energy and it is an absolute waste of resources. And it's probably absolute horrible for the environment. But it's here and it's not going anywhere.
I
So if
think
it's
it's going
not
to
going
make people
anywhere,
dumber and it's going to take us over.
maybe if we use it incorrectly. Like my buddy who's a teacher and I were just talking about this yesterday,
Yeah.
about how like in school, like I'm using it right now. I use AI and it speeds up my process. But I'm not using AI to write my papers. I'm using AI to help me prepare to write my papers. And if educators use it to help prepare their students to do things, it's only going to get smarter and better. The problem is when we get into these scenarios, right? Like I don't want AI doing our storylines. That's silly. There it's but if I need AI to take a storyline and say how can I make it better, awesome. Like
Yeah.
I like to put in the captions that we have and the different stuff we put in on social media into AI and say how can I make this better. That's okay, but
I
you
think
the
there's
initial
ways to, yeah,
creative thought has to be
there's
the key.
ways to use it, and then there's
Yeah.
ways that I learned from Will Smith to not trust this shit.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, and what's that show? Smart House too.
yeah, smart
So,
house.
you
Yeah.
know, yeah, which is I mean, it makes sense to understand the dangers of AI, but also if we turn a blind eye to it and we just say we don't need to do this, we're going to get surpassed again by a whole group of people, and we're just going to be here being Neanderthals in America because we're not using the technology that's available to us. So, you can use it responsibly, just like everything else, but I don't think it needs to be used in this case at all. So.
All right. Now I think I know how you feel about this next one. I know how my wife feels about this next one.
Hmm.
Regarding Lesnar's return to WWE, the Observer says some people in the company were strongly against it, and some women on the staff were even more unhappy, with one using the term privately disgusted. What's more is that many production team members don't believe Lesnar moved the needle past the first week, and many felt the segment with R-Truth was just embarrassing. How do
Yeah,
we
I
feel
don't.
about Lesnar being back?
We said this. We said that. I mean, at least I said this when he came back. I don't think he needed to come back. We don't. Lesnar's not needed. It's panic. It's panic mode sometimes by WWE that leaves me going. You guys are going to fall behind
Yeah,
because you didn't need to do it. And uh, it's like a risk versus reward situation for me. Like the risk is you alienate a lot of people on your staff currently. A lot of the wrestlers don't want to come back because you have. And again, I'm not going to sit here and make a judgment on Brock Lesnar because I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the case or any of that to pass judgment on the guy. But just to be accused of the things that he's been accused of it's you gotta distance yourself from that stuff. And so to
yeah.
bring him back for what to squash John Cena and then be done is stupid. So it was
I
we
still
said I
don't
said
get
it that
that
day.
move.
If you brought him back for a reason and you were gonna have him do some stuff afterwards and it made sense, fine. Okay, I didn't like it, but I don't pay the bills. But to have him come back, squash John Cena, and then have a segment with our true what for what for what so yeah I think that the WWE deserves to take a hit on this one for sure.
A fan at SmackDown this week had his sign confiscated by security. The sign said, "Bring Paige home." Security's
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
confiscating those now. So I guess we're not
That's
allowed to have
unfortunate.
any voice at all in the company.
Paige said she wants to come back. We've seen
Yeah,
that a
so
few
I don't know
times.
why WWE is trying to distance themselves even more, because Natalia even said she wants Paige back.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue with them and Paige is, but whatever.
I don't. Maybe it's all the drama that happened between her and Del Rio, but that's ancient history by now. I mean, come on.
Uh, what about Del Rio and Charlotte Flair? That drama was way worse. Like you
Del
know,
Rio and Charlotte Flair.
what was it? Del Rio? Wasn't it?
She
Wasn't
was married to
Charlotte? Oh no,
Andrade.
she was with Andrade. I thought she was
Andrade.
with Del Rio too for a while. Was it just Andrade?
I think it was just Andrade.
I'm gonna look really quick.
I know
But I
shit
thought
got
she was
dicey
with.
between them for a little while though.
No, you're right. Yeah, just Andrade. But still, I mean, they put them together. But
Yeah.
but Del, I don't see again. Del Rio is not a big part of WWE. So
No.
and they've distanced themselves from him. So I don't.
Yeah.
I think that's silly. It's just silly to if that was the case, that's silly.
Um, Fightful selects Sean Ross Sapp thinks Nikki Bella has been absent from Raw lately because WWE didn't have any plans to be in Australia for Crown Jewel. The latest he's heard on Bella is that she would be around here and there, and that WWE expects her to be on the show for a while. She said on her podcast like she got nailed by I think it was like Piper Niven, and her implant
Hmm.
like moved, like it stuck, like got
Yeah,
misplaced or whatever. So maybe it has something to do with that why she's gone. Um, Maybe she had to
maybe.
get it fixed, or I don't know. But that's what she had said on her and Bree's podcast the other day. So it's not like you want to add more trauma to that area.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
have I don't have boobs, let alone fake boobs, so I don't know how that
I mean,
works.
I
But
got boobs, but not fake ones. So I don't know.
yes, no, you don't know either. Meltzer also said before Seth Rollins injured his shoulder, there were plans for the Vision to dominate Raw even more, and with shortly the Bronze actually set to win the tag team championships on Raw, which
Yeah,
I kind of thought that's where they were headed, but I'm in for
I
it. I,
still.
I like this off the cuff feeling that Monday Night Raw is going to have.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I would
then,
have liked to see that. I would like to see anybody because who is Judgment Day? Judgment Day the Raw champs?
yep.
Yeah, they haven't fought in forever. So, um, or they if they did, it was recently, and there's been big gaps. So, yeah, it would have been nice to see some the titles around a fighting team, but
Yeah,
they've
for
just kind of
real.
forgotten about the tag team titles. So,
John Alba at Sports Illustrated says WWE played a role in the controversial time limit draw finish in the X Division title match between Leon Slater and Javon Evans at Bound for Glory. I don't know if you saw that match.
I
Holy
didn't know.
shit, dude. You need to go
I saw
watch it.
clips from it. Yeah, I saw clips from it. I haven't watched the full match, but I mean, we all know how I feel about Javon Evans. That dude can do no wrong in my eyes. So,
No. Um, there are many contracts coming up in TNA at the end of the year, and one big one is the Hardys. Though TNA hopes to retain them, they also say Inspirations, otherwise known as the Iconics, us WWE guys, deal is up after Bound for Glory, but they were expected to re-sign anyway. So some contracts coming up in TNA, and I have a weird feeling the Hardys are going back to WWE for their little final thing.
I, I, I would, if I were the Hardys, I'd stay right where I was and keep doing these WWE spots, and then maybe have one last hurrah at the end, and they give them some cool WrestleMania match or something if they want. The Iconics, though, I would love to see them back. I hated when they left. I absolutely love the Iconics or
Yeah,
whatever
I
they are
did
now.
too.
So I would love to see them back, and I think they would work really well as possibly a part of the Hervis. So I think
Mm.
them and Chelsea Green would be great together.
Oh my god, that would be good. How did I not put that together? That would be really fucking good.
I think yeah, they'd be phenomenal. It's the same way I feel about Ethan Page and the British guys, those boys. What is Pretty Deadly? I think Ethan Page and Pretty Deadly would be phenomenal together. So
Oh yeah. All right, last story. Brian Alvarez points out that some of the matches at Wrestle Dream where anything is allowed, like Darby Allin versus Mox. May face restrictions. Missouri has a pro wrestling commission, so they are likely going to have very strict rules as to what everyone is allowed to do on the show, which will surely impact all of the rules of the matches. And this one aged like milk because it didn't.
That was a wild match. that was
Yeah.
a that was a
How about
wild
Sting
match.
handing off the bat? Huh?
Yeah, the Sting coming back was pretty cool. I like that. I like the goat, like the full beard goatee that he had going on. I like that.
See, I told you these wouldn't take that long.
Yeah, just the 45 I told you they were gonna take.
What are we doing now? Top five?
We can go to so what I ended up doing. Let me just explain really quick while you work on your shot. So the idea of this was we talked about it a few weeks ago, and it was behind Tony Khan saying that I can't even remember Mox would be his Batman or somebody like that, and I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool to rank these guys and just see. And this is just guys. I only did guys. My wife got after me, and she'd really like us to do a women's list, and I am down
Okay.
for that too. We can do that next week or another time. Um, but it'd be really cool for us to take one of the universes, right? And I'm just keeping it simple, guys. We're casual nerds in the comic book world. I would assume, not like these deep dive nerds, but to take one of these two universes, DC versus Marvel, and us rank. I pretty much stuck to WWE for the most part in this scenario, but I could have gone all over the place, and we could have gone across the board. But and I don't care if you go elsewhere. If you want to go,
Yeah.
AEW or whoever, I don't really care. But I stuck to WWE just because I know it better.
Yeah, I know
But just
WWE
saying,
better too.
yeah, like who in the WWE would be what hero or what villain? And I did five heroes, five villains just to keep it clean. And then I did two honorable mentions just because I couldn't pass up these two. But and so just super simple, right? Like I'll even give you my who my heroes are. I did Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Wolverine. And then I did Thanos, Loki, Doctor Doom, Sabretooth, and Red Skull. Um, so I kept
We're
it. I
doing
kept it
heroes
pretty.
first, right? We're gonna do heroes first.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
You did
yeah.
five
And
of
I kept
each.
it five heroes,
Five
five
heroes, five villains.
villains. Yeah. Now I wish I had your villains. Because I did Avengers. I wish I had the DC villains because the DC villains. I kept thinking of people who would do great in that role. Um, but if you want to take a minute, think about it. I'm gonna plug this shirt real quick. So take some time. So my shirt this week, guys. It's October. We know we wear pink in October. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Um, her fight's our fight. Every fight's our fight, right? Especially when it comes to breast cancer. Chances are you have experienced somebody who has had to deal with breast cancer or cancer in general. I lost my grandma to cancer, a very aggressive cancer. My grandpa had beat off cancer twice. He ended up passing eventually, not from directly from cancer, but we'll call her my stepmom, my stepmom. It's a story. She fought off cancer. Her parents have fought off cancer. We've all been touched by it, and breast cancer is one that like w- disproportionately affects women, and disproportionately kills women. And so get checked. Encourage the women in your life to get checked, the men in your life to get checked, because it's not just a woman thing. But breast cancer is a killer. Cancer is a killer. So F cancer. I haven't used it at all this episode, so I'll say it. I normally reserve this for Dave Meltzer, but fuck cancer, right?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Fuck cancer hard. And so I pray someday we get a solution to cancer, but I don't anticipate it being in our lifetime. But unless we can keep raising money for it. So again, I've got a bunch of shirts, breast cancer awareness shirts. I'll put them up sometime. Again, the same idea, right? We're going to sell these bad boys, and they're going to go towards breast cancer awareness, so and research and all of that. So I'm ready when you are, but we got to do another shot first.
I'll drink to that. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
No,
Oh,
no.
I should do this one. This is kind of pink. We'll do this one.
Yeah,
We'll do
there
this
you
one. I was
go.
gonna do purple. All right. This is my peach balls. Peach balls.
Oh, dude, I hate tequila so much.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Why do they keep
Here
doing
we go.
this? Why do they keep doing it?
I don't know. I'm starting to think that they're not your friends. I don't think they like you
I,
very much at all.
I don't think so either.
So, all right. Here we go. Also, Buzzball is women owned. I was reading that, so that's awesome.
Why even have flavors if it's all going to be shit?
Oh, that peach was pretty good. I'm living high on the hog right
Oh, God! Piss! Oh, it's fucking gross. Yeah. Okay, can I go first?
Yeah, and we'll knock these out.
I
We
just
don't have to do it.
I'll do one, you do one, I do one, you do one, okay?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And we don't have to do huge explanations. A few of them I have. One of them I have to explain myself because it's kind of a messed up situation. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so since John Cena's already Peacemaker, I'm going to leave John Cena off my list, and I'm going to say
Good
Cody
call.
Rhodes
Yeah,
is
and The Rock.
Superman.
I didn't put The Rock on my list at all either.
Yeah,
So.
if they've already played that hero, you can't do it. But I'm going to say Cody Rhodes is Superman.
All right. Well, hey, I'll take your lead on that, right? My Captain America was Cody Rhodes. It just makes sense. So
It does.
here, while you take a drink, I'll go next. Iron Man for me, which is my favorite superhero, was L.A. Knight. Marissa looked at me funny. She was like, "Why L.A. Knight?" And I was like, "It just fits. You know, he's brash. He's he's still one of the most powerful guys out there, but he's got that swagger about him. He's that,
Yeah.
it clicked for me to have him be L.A. Knight.
Okay, so my second one, because I was a huge fan, so are my kids. I own the box set and the movie of Teen Titans. Remember Teen Titans when we were
Oh,
growing up?
yeah.
I own
Yep.
the entire series, and then remember it got canceled, but then they all got together and said, no, there's going to be a freaking ending, and they made a movie. I have the movie
Mm-hmm.
too.
Okay.
So one of my favorite characters on that was Raven, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Rhea Ripley is Raven.
Oh, so you're going into women. You're going into women too.
Oh wait, yeah, okay. If we're only doing men, no.
Yeah, I just did men. Save that. Save that for we'll
Okay,
do a women
okay.
later. So save
All right,
that.
I'll go with
I do like
Batman.
that though. Okay.
Batman, CM Punk.
Yeah. All right. That's good. Here I'm gonna jump down then. I'm gonna jump down and give you my CM Punk pick. My CM Punk pick was Wolverine. He fits that role to me. You know, he's a good guy, but he's grumpy. He's a grumpy old man. You know. So
Huh.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
if you look at CM Punk, you're like, man, he's a good dude, but like, gosh, you're a crotchety old man. You know.
Yeah, he's kind of like,
Like,
but don't walk on my fucking lawn.
exactly. Yeah, he's a good dude, but like I think he'd tear you up if he needed to. And same with Batman. I mean, that's a Batman
Yeah,
character.
and that's why I picked him because he's like,
Yeah.
he kills people still, even though
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. I'll go next then.
yeah,
My
you go
next
next.
one is the Hulk, and I did Obafemi for that one because he doesn't talk much, but I think when we get to see Obafemi develop, we're gonna realize how truly intelligent he is when he's not the Beast. You know. So.
What the hell? Um. So, all right, for the Flash, I have to
Ooh,
go
that's a
with
good one.
Braun Breaker.
For the Flash, yeah, that speed. Okay, I'm with you. That's not where I would have went with it. That's not. I would have went
Well, the Flash
and
is strong
now,
too, but
yeah.
I
Now
can't
that you've
think of
used
anybody
him,
else that's fast like that and strong. And Braun's probably the fastest dude on the roster.
yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, no, I would not have gone that route. So that's interesting. I would have taken Braun on a if I was doing DC, and he would have been the Juggernaut for me. So
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
that's what he
bad.
would have been for me. But I do like the Flash. I really do. That's a good choice there. Because it would have been real easy to do like Fraxium or somebody for the Flash. But you're
Oh
right.
yeah,
He is also very strong, you know. So,
but I
um,
also low key think Braun Breaker could beat uh, either one of those two in a foot race.
Probably, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's nuts.
Dude,
Here, I'll
23
go
miles
next
an hour.
then.
23 miles
Uh,
an hour.
it's so stupid. My last hero is Thor, and I struggled with this one. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I picked Sheamus because I can't think of anybody who deserves Mjolnir, who's worthy, who is when he's a good guy, he's the top of the totem pole. Good guy, Sheamus,
Okay. I'll
and
do
he did get
Aquaman.
fat for a little while, just like Thor.
He
So
did.
like,
He
if
did.
that makes
He
sense
did.
now,
He
he
fits.
did get fat for a
He
little bit,
fits.
just a little bit, like half a movie.
Uh, I'll go with Aquaman, and I'm gonna go Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's because Jason Momoa and Roman Reigns are the same person. All right, I've never seen
I
them in the
know.
same room.
Yeah,
You
it fits.
you pictured Roman Reigns as Aquaman. That almost doesn't count. But no, that's a good one. I like it. I like it. And hey, I'll parlay this into my first villain because my first villain is Thanos, and I picked Roman for that one because there's
Okay.
times where I see Roman, when you look at some of the bad stuff Roman did, you were like, I kind of get it though, like you're like, I kind of understand. And with Thanos, you were like, it is kind of getting a little bit busy out here. I could see us getting rid of half the population. So
Ooh. Let's see, my first bad guy. It's got. Hmm.
it's the bad guys are tough. The bad guys they were tough for me.
Well, it's yeah, but I mean, it's like okay. Paul Heyman's the Penguin.
Yeah, that one, that's a layup. Yeah, that's a
That's a
layup.
layup, but I don't even want to use
Yeah.
it. Don't even count it. Don't even count it.
No, no, it's
I'm going
okay.
to
No,
do
you can count it because I said the same thing. Count that. You're fine. No, no,
count
no.
it.
That's definitely one that I consider too. So
All right,
I
yeah,
was trying to fit him into mine, and I couldn't. I couldn't fit him into the Avengers at all, or the Marvel.
yeah.
Do you want to do a different one, or is that one you
Oh,
want to stick with that
I
one?
go again. Okay.
If you want to,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins as the Joker.
I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about because I was thinking about yours too. I was thinking about him either being the Joker or the Riddler, but I think the Joker fits better for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
good. I'll give you my Seth Rollins one. I picked him as Doctor Doom. Um, just kind of a guy who always feels like he was done wrong. Doctor Doom has always kind of been a little bit whiny, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, he has. Ooh, who would I put as Two Face? Do they have to be active?
No, no. I mean, I did, but
We've
no,
kind of
no, you're
stuck
fine.
to active though. We've stuck to active. I'm gonna leave it
Yeah.
to active.
Two
Um,
Face is tough. Yeah.
that's it's tough, but it's not at the same
You
time.
you
I'm
you
gonna
got to
put
find
Jay Uso.
somebody.
I'm gonna put Jay
Can
Uso
I
as Two
can,
Face.
can I propose somebody for Two Face
Yeah,
for you?
do it.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's way
Yeah.
better. Drew.
Yeah.
He is
Drew.
Two
I have him
Face.
on my list. Yeah, he's too. I mean, because he kind of goes, he floats he floats between them.
See, the reason I picked
My
Jay is because he's been like heel for half of the show and then face for the other half. He's been flip
I
flopping every show.
I will say Jay could take over that role if he does this well. He could take over that role for sure.
But Drew fits
I
better.
didn't think about Jay. Well, let me give you my Drew that I have. I have Drew as Sabretooth. Because he is CM Punk's Wolverine. Drew's got to be Sabretooth.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I just feel like those battles are so good, and Sabretooth was always kind of like a little slimy with Wolverine. He was always kind of like he was just annoying. You know what I mean? He was just vexing.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a good one. And he's strong and fast and good and all that other stuff.
Uh, am I up?
Let me go one more, and
Yeah,
then
you
and
do.
then I
Do it.
think we'll finish off, and then I'll have one more after that, and I think you probably have one more after this. So, this is my favorite one so far, because it's my favorite wrestler right now, and that is Dirty Dom as Loki,
Ooh,
because
that's
Loki's
good.
always pulling tricks to win. He
Uh
can't
huh.
just win straight up. He's not going to beat you straight up in a fight, but he's so damn good. He's so good.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
Um.
my favorite one. That I was proud of that pick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Marissa may have tried to talk me out of it, but I was like, no, I gotta stick with that
Okay. So I'm having a hard time placing this one.
Hmm.
Let me put it this way: it's Aleister Black, and I kind
Yeah.
of want to say Lex Luthor, but I also kind of want to say Bane.
Oh, I,
Just for
if I
his
could tip,
just for his
if I could put
brain.
my finger on the scale, if I could put my finger on the scale, I'd say Bane, based on the fact that Bane just wanted to destroy it and start it over. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Bane was all about the destruction of bad things, and I mean Lex Luthor is good, but I almost Lex Luthor's too cerebral. You know what I mean? Like Lex Luthor was all brain.
Lex
You know what
Luthor's
I
like
mean? Bane.
2009 Randy Orton.
Yeah. Well, I got something for Randy Orton, but yeah, yes. Lex Luthor's like
Well, those
2009.
are
He
my
was
two
all
then.
brain. Yeah, he was all brain. But Alistair, I like him as Bane. That's a good one. You know,
Yeah.
because he was brain and brawn. My last one, and I have to explain based on anybody that knows this character is going to be like, dude, what are you doing here? I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be that guy. But Red Skull is
Okay.
Gunther, right? Now,
Oh.
there are some
Yeah.
clear. I mean, Gunther's Austrian, right? And Red
Yep.
Skull was was like the third command of the Nazis. I'm not trying to make that comparison. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not making that comparison. This is simply based on the fact that like Red Skull was built to be Captain America, right?
Yeah.
And had a deformity, and
Mhm.
was just beaten down and beaten down and beaten down, and then he like rose up to be this great villain. And I truly believe that when all is said and done and this all shakes out, Cody Rhodes' greatest opponent will be Gunther. Like that will be his defining moment when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
It's going to be that fight. It's going to be Captain America versus Red Skull. So
It's a pretty good list.
I like it. I got two honorable mentions. Can I drop them real
Yeah.
quick?
Yeah. Throw those. Throw those.
Okay. So I'm really these I wanted to put these in the list, but I was like, no, they need their own little. So these honorable mentions are not disrespectful. They should be one and two on my list. But Spider-Man, Javon Evans.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, he's so
See
bouncy. You know
him?
what I mean? And he's bouncy, he's fun, he's hip, he's you know
He
what I
doesn't
mean?
even need
Like,
the
but he's
webs.
kind of no, but he's kind of nerdy too. You know what I mean? Like he's just I like it. Now here's the one I know I said I was proud of Loki and Dirty Dom, but this is the one that I think is probably the most accurate of all of our lists. Venom is Randy Orton
Ooh.
for multiple reasons, right?
Yeah.
You've got what's his name? Brock something Brock. I can't, Marissa knows his name. She's better at this than I
Yeah.
am.
I watched
Um,
all the Venom
Eddie
movies.
Brock. Eddie Brock.
Eddie
You
Brock.
got
Eddie
Eddie
Brock.
Brock,
That's it. Yep.
who was a bully and he was all that other stuff, became Venom. Now he's like floating back and forth between being a good guy and a bad guy. Not to mention Venom, the Viper. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. But yeah, Randy Orton being Venom was my pinnacle of this list, so I had to leave that for the end. So
Yeah. That's.
this list was fun to make. It was really fun to make.
I went off the cuff because I forgot what the list was supposed to be,
Yeah,
and I had
we
fun doing
swapped roles. We
Yeah.
swapped
Yeah.
roles on this one.
Hey.
So we swapped roles. Like I had this thing prepared. I finished this list a week and a half ago. Right? like I finished
hey.
this list
Hey. And
and
look at
I
we did the news. We did our
yeah,
countdown. Hour and
yeah.
3 minutes. We
Hour and
did
three
good.
minutes, baby. We're
We
this
did good.
this is and I'll probably shave off 3 minutes and me running around trying to find stuff earlier when I was so we'll be right around that hour mark. This is where
Yeah.
this guys is probably where we wanna sit, man. We're gonna try to pull these things back to be about an hour long, within reason,
Yeah.
and make sure that you guys we got a lot of people out there who are listening to us every week, and we thank you
Yeah.
because you're putting in some work to
Oh
listen
God.
to
Yeah.
our longer ones.
Yeah.
But
We're
we
not
want to
Joe
keep these
Rogan.
things.
We don't want to do
No,
3 hour shows.
we
Our
don't
wives
have it,
don't
man. We
want us
all
to
got
do
lives.
3 hour shows.
My son right now, who I told we were going to take this dog on a walk, is probably sitting up there going like, Papa, Papa. Listen, it's my birthday tomorrow. Um,
Yeah, I saw that
so
on Snapchat, but I wasn't going to say anything till tomorrow, so you ruined it.
yeah, unfortunately, I have to spend my birthday in bum ass Chicago. So I'm not excited about that.
Well, maybe
Um,
you'll run into CM Punk.
That would be awesome. I would revel in the opportunity to tell him that I think Seth Rollins is the best wrestler in WWE. But
Oh my
um,
fucking god!
but no, yeah, I'm in Chicago for the night. So uh, um, it'll be
Are you
fun.
gonna do
It'll be a good time.
anything? Nightlife? Anything?
Oh no, you know me, man. You know me. I get done with whatever bank I'm working at, probably at 5 o'clock, and I'll go to the hotel room. I'll order. I don't even go out to eat. I'll order DoorDash in. I've got these bad boys that I didn't even open up yet. You know, I already bought my case of Sunny D uh, orange drinks
How are
for
those?
the room. I love them, and they're zero
Yeah.
sugar. So
No
yeah,
shit.
like I mean, they're a little pricey. Don't tell my wife, but they're like $20.
Oh, I know. I
But
wanted to get them for Cassie because I thought she'd really like them.
they're oh no, Cass would love them. Cass would love them. So
She
they're all
drinks
like
those.
orange
She
based.
drinks those carbless, and those are expensive too, but they're
Ye-
really fucking tasty.
So I thought I was gonna go through more, but they're this one is orange blackberry,
There
and
you
then
go.
this one is just tangy orange. This one's my favorite, tangy orange. But
Yeah.
they're 95 calories, 4.5% alcohol, so they're a beer. You know, I got my Bush. It's the same Bush Light is
It's four
you
point
know four
two,
and a half
like
percent
me. Right?
alcohol.
Yours is 4.5.
Yeah, so
Dang.
I think so. I think so. Um, I don't know. I don't know what Bush is. It doesn't ever say on here, but you know what I mean. They're good, and so I'm gonna bring my Sunny D's. I brought a cigar. I when I went to go get my stuff today, I stopped at uh, my man's cigar shop and grabbed a couple cigars to have. So no, we'll celebrate. I'm gonna go throw some steaks on the grill tonight for dinner because my family's been. I'm not a huge steak guy. I like it, but I'm not big on it. But my family's been wanting it. They have been craving it, and I'm like, well, we can't afford getting these nice ass steaks until it's my birthday, bitch. Now we're gonna get
Yeah.
us some nice
Yeah.
ass steaks.
Exactly.
So we're gonna get some steaks and grill those up tonight. I've got a cigar for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be what the good. Here's the real birthday present, right? Is I get to watch Raw peacefully. You know what I mean? So
It's gonna be something
yeah,
nice.
yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
No,
That
me
doesn't
either.
happen very often.
You have
So
any idea how
that's the
many
only.
times I have to yell so I can hear the promo? Like, guys, stop! CM Punk's on TV. Stop!
Oh man, it becomes like everybody ends up scattering after like my fourth time being like, guys, I'm trying to listen to this,
Yeah.
and they all just go their own ways anyway. So,
All right.
but yeah, guys,
I got a
yep,
couple
go ahead.
plugs. Dustin Rhodes' Fall Fury is coming up at the end of this month, 1 year anniversary, November 23rd. Go check out their show. The Rhodes Wrestling Association is the real deal. Like they got some talent there, and the show is going to be star-studded and packed. Billy Gunn's going to be there. Who else do we have? Jasmine Allure, Zilla Fatu. Our boy Zilla Fatu is going to be there. Uh, Deanna Perrazzo?
Perazzo. I don't
Perezzo?
Perazzo maybe. I don't
I
know.
always
I don't
screw
know.
that one
I
up.
know we know who you're
There-
talking
There's
about. We know who
there's
you're
a
talking
good there's a good bunch of people that are going to be there. It's going to be a good show. I would again like to thank American Overdose for letting us use their song last week and for following us and for talking to us, being cool.
about.
Um,
We'll use it again this week. We'll use it. I
yeah,
liked having that as our song last week,
hell
so
yeah.
we'll use it
And
again. It's a good song, real good
it is
song.
a good song. They made my gym mix. And then last thing that I had to say about me is when we started this podcast, I was 210 pounds. And I went to the doctor a few days ago and I weigh 185.
Well, I can tell you, it's not because of the beer we're drinking. So you must be working
No,
hard as fuck
dude,
outside
I'm
of this. So
busting my ass at work.
yeah, you had to have been because
That-
we're not helping.
no,
The
love
kayfabe nation
handles.
is not helping you lose weight. So
Love handles are gone. I have to buy all new jeans now. Like it's, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel better. The weight
yeah,
on my knees is just that. What is that?
I mean,
15, 20 pounds or whatever that
I
is. It's
I can
good.
promise you, you got to get pretty skinny for it to be a bad thing. So I think any opportunity. So listen, I want to say really quick. So I follow this guy. He's a local guy, His name is Steve Bridges. He passed away this week. It hit me hard. It hit me really hard on Friday. I had to take some time. Marissa almost saw me tear up a little bit because he was one of my favorite creators. He's a comedy guy, but he passed away in his sleep, and I've been struggling with it. It's something I've been really like mentally been having a hard time with. Um, and I only can imagine. He was a bigger dude. I can only imagine that it's a lot based on the extra weight that he carried. It's a lot based on the extra weight I carry that I struggle with this. And folks, I'm down 30 pounds from when we started this, to be honest, myself. So
Oh yeah,
I was
dude.
coming in at I was at
What the hell did we
360.
do?
I'm at
Because
330
we're
now.
about tied at weight from when we started the show. Does this show stress us
That's
out that
crazy.
much that we just started losing the same
I
amount?
it must. It's the finger work of me checking the damn notifications. But take care of yourself, people. This man was a father. He was a husband. He was an incredible human being. He had a long history. From what I read, I haven't confirmed any of this, obviously, but he had a history of members in his family passing early. And so I assume, and this is all assumption, I could be very wrong and off base, but I assume it was a heart issue, that similar to like a Bray Wyatt thing.
Yeah.
But I just take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Get healthy, eat right, drink light beer. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's saying have a bad time, but take care of yourself because your family needs you. We need you. We love you. We care about you, and we want to see you here next week.
Yeah.
So, you know, take care of yourselves out there.
All right.
That's all I
And
got, my
then
man. Steve
our,
Bridges.
our our usual plugs too. I don't remember any of our stuff.
That's all right. They know it. So listen, we got a
They
link
know
tree.
it. Look in the stuff
Get in
down
the
there.
yeah, yeah. Click on the link tree. Get a hold of us. We've been getting some really great engagement on TikTok. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
We've had some really great views and people watching our stuff on YouTube and Spotify. So if you know anybody that's a wrestling fan, if you know anybody that likes to see two dumb Wisconsin hicks make fools of themselves, come watch us, man.
Oh
We're
yeah.
just out here having a good time. So um, that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Cool.
guys. Love you. Perfect. Oh, did I stop that?
I don't think so.
Let's try that again. Hold on.